guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Valentia Kenye and today I'm gonna do a video all about my belly button piercing. I'm not gonna lie, I was very hesitant. I was very hesitant about filming this video because, you know, there's a lot of females out there in the world and quite a large amount of them, I'd say, have their belly button pierced, and I was like, would people even be interested in clicking and watching this video? But I just wanted to share my experience and my journey of like healing my belly button piercing. It's almost pretty much there, and I just wanted to share my perspective of getting my belly button pierced, because I remember before I got it I was like researching tons of YouTube videos of like people's experiences, like cost, pain, everything, you know, maintenance, cleaning it, and there was a couple of videos that were helpful, but for the most part most of them was like quite repetitive, and there was very few girls out there who did reviews from their point of view who were closer to my skin complexion. And I feel like the amount of melanin in your skin would definitely affect how your piercing looks and just how it heals overall. Just, you know, your skin type in general will affect how piercings heal and sit on your body. So first things first, I'm going to try and include the little clip I got of my friend filming me getting the little clip my friend filmed of me getting my belly button pierced at the piercing shop. So I'm just going to include that somewhere in here now.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm doing this so impulsively. It's just
It is so last minute. Look at this, guys. Right, now that you've seen that little clip, I'm gonna start off by talking about how much it costs. Generally, for the most part, belly button piercings cost between 30 to 40, maybe 50 if it's a really high-end jewelry place, but generally it's like a 30 to 40 euro mark. But yeah, my one, as far as I recall, I think it was 30. It was either 20 and 10 euro for the belly piercing bar, or it was 25 and 5 euro for the belly piercing bar. I'm not too sure, but for the most part I definitely remember it being around the 30 euro margin for the price for how much I paid. So something else I just want to touch on briefly, the piercer was a dude. Didn't really get to pick. I kind of just did it I'll talk about why I did it in the first place. I've just always loved belly button piercings. I've always like envisioned myself having one, so when I got it, it didn't even feel different. It didn't feel foreign because I've already just always I've always imagined myself with a belly button piercing. So I'd always like practice in the shower, like, okay, if I'm showering, if I'm scrubbing my body, I'd have to practice to like avoid the area just to make sure that the piercing doesn't get irritated. So I've always just mentally prepared myself, so when I got it, it didn't feel so strange to me because it just felt like it was just finally manifested, if that makes any sense. Aside from that, it kind of happened in the splurge at the moment. Like, I was kind of stressed with schoolwork. I was literally just about to be on my way home, but then I met up with a friend, and then she was getting I think she was getting one of her piercings switched out from her. She was getting one of her piercings switched out, and then I was there and I was like, might as well just get it, you know, because I've always wanted it. I could afford it, and I was just like, I needed kind of a change, a switch up. So I was like, yeah, this might just be the time, and I just got it.
it. Something else to note is I didn't personally get to pick my piercer, and they were quite busy a little bit, like a lot of piercers were booked up, but they also do tattoos and piercings as far as I know. But yeah, the piercer I got was a dude. I didn't get to pick him, but you know, it is what it is. Overall, yeah, kind of low-key would have preferred a female, but it is what it is. It's not that deep. Yeah, he was just kind of, I don't know, he was a very cold piercer. I feel like most piercers, you know, are chatty, you know, make you feel at ease. He did kind of, you know, let me select the stuff. Like, he just did the general basics. I feel like he could have been much more warmer. That's just a little side note I wanted to share. But yeah, he definitely could have been more friendly. But in the end, like, I did crack a couple jokes and he did crack a little smile, so I guess that helped. When he drew the initial little dot of where the hole was gonna come out, and I selected my piercing bar, the only ones he had were like slightly smaller piercings, so he didn't have any of the long ones, which is what is recommended for a first navel piercing, to have something a little bit extra longer to allow some room for, you know, just healing. So in the end, he had to cross the first dot out and then lower it slightly so that the shorter bar would, you know, work just the same. Personally, healing wise, it didn't really affect me that much. It's just a slightly shorter piercing bar. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Pain wise, personally speaking, I would say I have quite a tolerable pain tolerance. Like, I would say it's mid to high. I don't know, I feel like when I mentally put myself in a state that, okay, something foreign, like a piercing sharp object is about to pierce my body, I just try to zen out and just breathe and, you know, just try to focus on getting the pain over and done with. Yeah, I definitely felt it come in. It was a very, very strong sting. I would say piercing into the skin was the most painful part. Like, I definitely felt it, but it wasn't any unbearable pain. Like, I wasn't dying on the piercing bed. Like, I could obviously contain myself. And it's funny because when I was watching back the video, it seemed like I didn't even feel it coming. Like, I just composed myself very well when it comes to pain stuff. So that's just me speaking. But yeah, I definitely did feel the piercing coming in. After that, it was very manageable. I'll say when you put the actual belly bar inside, I would say I felt that as well, but like I said, it wasn't anything unbearable for me. Well, healing wise, from that point on, I would say it felt tender at most. Like, it was obviously something new that just entered my body, so I was just being more cautious of like the pants I would wear, my jeans. Like, I'd like leave some of my buttons unopened or the zipper slightly not fully zipped, just to allow it to breathe and, you know, just settle into my body. But I would say, yeah, it felt at most quite tender and just delicate. So when I was sleeping the first couple of days, I definitely could, you know, feel something else moving around the area, which was obviously the belly bar trying to settle in. But by the end of the week, I honestly didn't feel any pain. Like, just kind of just went away quite fast and just became part of my daily routine. And like, at this point, I don't even really feel it. It's just there. But what I do like about belly button piercings, it's one of the few piercings where you can actually see it on your body. You can't see your ear piercings. If you have a nose piercing, maybe at, you know, a little bit to the side. If you have anything in your mouth, you definitely can't see it unless you look in the mirror. So I like that. With this, I can actually just look down and it's there like that. So yeah, I just like that I can actually see it. So it just definitely feels like seeing it, being able to see it without a mirror definitely helps, you know, trying to remember to clean it and just look out for it while it's healing. Something else I want to say is I got my piercing on, I got it on November 9th, 2021. I knew it was time and I just got it. November, December, January, April, so it's 6 months now. Generally, they recommend that you don't switch it out until 9 or even 12 months because belly button piercings do take quite a while to heal fully. There was definitely periods where it'd be a little bit more sensitive than other times, so when I noticed it was kind of acting up a little bit, I would just make sure to, you know, pay extra attention on cleaning it, soothing the area, and just making sure everything was all clean. Something else is it does get quite a lot of crusties, particularly the bottom part. So at the start it was definitely the top, but now it's more so the bottom half of the hole that gets a lot of crusties. A couple days after I got it pierced, the area around the holes, both holes of the piercing, were quite dry, so I just had to make sure to, you know, like I said, pay attention, make sure the area was extra moisturized, clean, and just care for it. Another little tip I just feel like throwing in is just, you know, you could definitely go and get the piercing by yourself. I think you can get any piercing by yourself. It just helps if you have somebody with you. Like I said, my friend was already getting her piercing switched out, so she was there to accompany me when I was getting mine done, and it definitely did help to have that moral support. If you feel nervous, just don't be afraid to like ring up a friend to come with you. There's definitely no problem. I know like even back then, like COVID restrictions were still much more strict, but they still allowed that supportive friend to come in with me. I feel like it definitely depends on the piercing place, but I feel like this year restrictions are just, you know, easing pandemic wise, so most piercing places nowadays will definitely allow you to bring a friend with you just for moral support. People definitely react differently to piercings. Piercers definitely understand if you feel like you want somebody by your side while you're going through that experience. Last part of this video, can you guys hear that? Hold on. Sorry guys, I feel like every time I film there's a bin van or truck that just happens to always pass by my window. For this last part of the video, I'm just going to show you guys a belly button piercing that my friend Ben gave me for my birthday last December. Yeah, so I'm going to switch it out on camera for you guys now, and after I put it inside I'm going to show you guys the products I use to clean. I don't use all of them, but I'll show you guys what I'm using more so at the moment and what I used at the start. So first things first, I'm just going to wash my hands really quickly, sanitize my hands just to make sure. Just another really quick glance. Okay, it's really cute. These pants are really big, guys, I'm sorry, but this is how it's looking like, and I'm actually so obsessed. I love it, I love it, I love it. I'm just gonna close up the old piercing. Honestly, closing them is so challenging. Onto the products I use to maintain and clean my piercing. I'm gonna start off with more of like the gel appliances. This one I got from Amazon. Since my skin is prone to like bumps and like hyperpigmentation with scars and piercings, I made sure I got this. It's just a medical silicone scar gel. Silicone or silicone, whatever it is, it's just good for helping to flatten any bumps with scars. I put this mainly at the start because I just really didn't want any bumps or any irritations to form on my piercings, but it's quite thick, so just make sure you put a small amount on a Q-tip and rub it around the area. But you can see the texture here, and then I will just spread it on to the area. Another gel type product I would use is this one as well, also from Amazon. Yeah, like I said, it's like keloid, bump related prevention. It's a scar gel. This one is more clear, and like as the product sits, it kind of becomes more liquidy and water-like. Spreads onto the area. Really quickly, I'm just going to show you the Q-tips or the cotton buds I would use. These are the types I've been using recently since I arrived in Paris. This is a more standard Q-tip that most people are used to seeing. I don't know if it's just over here or if it's just this particular pack that I chose, but it comes with two sides, one that's more flat. I really liked that it gives you two options. So onto sprays. These are the two sprays I've been using. This one is pretty much finished, but this is the one that I bought at the piercing place. Yeah, it's just the medical grade saline spray, and then this one I got from Amazon. I'd say it's pretty much the same thing, just this one is full. And lastly, just because I really just want to make sure that this piercing gets no bumps, I regularly apply tea tree oil onto it, just around the general area. More so when I notice that the piercing's being a little sensitive or extra dry, I make sure to apply some tea tree oil on it with a Q-tip. Calms down any irritation. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my belly button piercing video. I hope I answered any questions that anyone thinking of getting a piercing wanted to know. These are definitely some of the general questions I wanted to know. Another thing I was kind of scared about was like the stereotype image that goes with people who have belly button piercings, that like it kind of just, I don't know, I feel like in modern times girls are kind of shamed for having a belly button piercing. It gives them a certain demeanor, but honestly I love them. I feel like it definitely accentuates being able to represent your divine feminine energies. I feel like it definitely helps me connect and keep in touch with my feminine side, just empower my feminine goddess energy. So yeah, and also it just looks cute. It looks cute, it makes me feel good, so why not? If it makes you happy, go ahead and get it. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking and leave this video over here. Yeah, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.